Patimta. Abdurkul Shah Yuat Biwasamus Patimta. All white. So this should be here, recorded. I just want to make sure. Okay, great. So what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to explain everything first before we do it. Okay, so this way everything's clear. So because of the current situation, we're doing this video notary. This video notary is going to be evidence. So in the event that there is a dispute on your statutory claim on this document being sent, you'll have a record. Oh, hold on. I'm going to shut this off here. Okay.
Can I turn my phone off now?
Yeah, go ahead. Mine's off too. So what's going to happen here is that this, when this is being recorded, when it's done, I will be sending both of you, because I'm going to do one for UC Shop, one for Notary. And then once you have that, you're free to upload it, publish it, put it on the internet, because now it's going to be international public knowledge that your statutory claim to Elizabeth was notarized by a foreign indigenous government because you couldn't get to a notary. And of course, your health is of concern to be potentially exposing yourself. So I said, well, you already have the certificate from me anyway, since you've graduated. So because of that, this is in line with what Pope Francis said. So Pope Francis, the Vatican, the Holy See, the Jesuits all now become third-party witnesses, indirect, because they're the ones that said, I encourage the downtrodden to change the world economic order. So if there's a dispute, anything in the future that comes up, that makes the Vatican, Holy See, Jesuits, etc., automatic witnesses that if need be, you could subpoena them, because this is what they said. It was published in the newspapers. We're doing it. That means all the other organizations have to comply with what Pope Francis said. Is that clear? Does that make sense?
Clear. Overstood.
Okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to notarize the copy that you have CSHAT. Then you're going to scan it and email it to me. And then I will print that off and I will seal that and then email it back to you. And so the copy that you have back there, the copy that you have, you can print that off. And then what I have here, I'm going to send this one back along with the original that's here, that you'll sign when you get the original, because the original that you have here is blank. Okay, so this one is blank. So I'll notarize this. When you get it back, you will sign it, and this will be your original. So the original I'll send back to both of you. The one that I'm going to be emailing is going to be the copy. So you can still go ahead, take the copy, and like I said, just give me maybe 72 hours or so, because we're trying to find out what we're going to do with regards to Elizabeth, because she's at Windsor Castle, she's not at Buckingham. UK's on kind of a semi or full-scale lockdown, and I have to find out if the post offices are running over there, because if they're not running, what we're going to have to do is improvise by using the social networking, because they're apparently teaching her how to do social networking. So if we could find an email address for her, or Twitter address, or for someone who represents her, and then you could say, here, I'm sending this to you, please make sure Elizabeth gets it, you're a witness, that will suffice for the time being. And I anticipate in the future, a lot of video notaries are going to start popping up, because people won't be able to move about, and then of course, the fear of getting it. So what we're going to do is the same thing like if you went to a regular notary. Only difference is what we're doing is in line with UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, Articles 3, 4, 5, etc. And because of the current situation with the coronavirus, this is why we're doing the video notary. So this will be evidence. You both will have a copy. You'll have a record. I'll of course have a record, but you'll be able to go put it on your YouTube channels and publish it. So today's date on the Gregorian calendar is the 7th. Okay, so do you have your copy of the jurat with the statutory claim for Elizabeth? Do you have yours in front of you?
Yes.
Okay, so what I need you to do now is I'm gonna give you the statement. Do you affirm that the following document, statutory claim in accord with IRS Manual 21.7.13.3.2.2 subsection 2/1707 Sestaki Vi Trust Act, Do you affirm that that is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, you have to put your hand over your heart because it's just, you got to stand affirmed. Great. Okay, so do you affirm that is the case?
I do affirm.
Okay, so go ahead and sign it, date it for today, of course, sign it, and then I need an ID from you. So you could do the driver's license, passport, doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you put it in here, so I just want to confirm that.
Do we send it or email it or put it up or?
No, this is good, putting it up right there is perfect. I just want to match the number. Okay, correct. So just sign it, you don't have to, did I say date it?
Yes,
Okay, so have you dated it already?
I did, but I have a sec.
We have another one just in case we made a mistake. I made two.
Okay, so just sign it, don't date it.
Okay.
I'm gonna shred this one. I'm just doing it for confirmation. Signed, no date.
Great, perfect. Okay. All right, so I have an original here, so that's done. Go ahead and scan that, or if you want to wait, you can wait for Nadi to do his, and then y'all could scan it at the same time and then send it to me at the same time. So that's fine. All right, so that's it for that. And you also wanted an apostille from me, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what we'll do here is same thing. I will apostille everything. When it's sent back to you, you'll just sign where you see the ink that I've done. You'll sign that, you'll put your signature there, and that's it. Now you have your original. You'll have a notary and an apostille. You all, I think, are the first ones that have come to our nation to do an apostille. Yeah, those who are not in our nation, you're the first ones to do it. So that's precedent setting.
Yes.
Okay, so you've got that. So this one is here. And then the other elastic band that you put, Nadi, is yours, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so yours is done here. Here, what I'll do is I'm going to seal this right now so you can see that it's sealed. Okay, so as you can see here, let me just make this. Am I big or small?
Well, we're on each side of the screen.
Okay, good. So as long as you can see. Okay,
Yes.
So you can see that it's sealed. Okay, so the notary on this end is complete. And so when I do the apostille, when you get it back, the apostille will be done. All you'll have to do is just sign here. And this will be your original apostille. And then the one that I scan and send back to the both of you, you can take that and put that on a copy of your attachments, right? Of this package. I think, Nadi, you made another one of this that's a copy, correct?
Yes.
So the email one that I send will go on the copy. That's the one that will be sent to Elizabeth. This will be your original. Y'all will keep this when I send it back.
I just want to say it out. So just the same as when we do an affidavit and we make a copy, we keep the original. That one that you have that you're getting back to us, email version, is the copy, and the original is being sent.
Yes. This year it's going to be your original.
Overstood.
Okay, so that's another reason why we're recording this, because I anticipate in the future that a lot of video recordings are going to be evidence for commercial issues. Okay, so we've got that, and now, so Nadi, you're up now. All right. Okay, so do you affirm that the document statutory claim in accord with IRS Manual 21.7.13.3.2.2 subsection 2/1707 sets to key by trust act is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
I
You
do.
affirm?
I affirm. Yes, I affirm.
Okay, so go ahead and sign your copy there. Okay, got it. And let me see the ID here. Okay. Correct, good. All right, so that's good. So go ahead now, scan that and email that to me now.
What's going on? Ooh, it's raining something over here.
Yep.
It's coming down.
And here's the, you can see it's notarized.
Yes.
The seal of our nations there. Okay, so that's good.
I'm going to be emailing you right now. Is it this one? It's on its way.
Okay.
This is super interesting. Zoom. Email, Zoom.
Greetings. Greetings.
Good afternoon.
Greetings.
Good afternoon. Hi, my name is Robert.
Which 5-day comment was that?
It was posted on YouTube. I subscribe to you, so I'm a little, like you said, slow. So, but it was the one about being considered white instead of black.
Yes.
You have to have no standings in law.
Well, I say that on a lot of them. Which one was it?
This was the one that went. I got to go back to it. Hold on.
I'm also witness to Maku answering phone calls from, you know, inquiries on 7-day comments on YouTube. That's amazing.
165.
Oh, okay. I just put that. Yeah, 5-day comment number 165.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
Yes.
I haven't gotten to today. I mean, to one 17 hours ago or 2 days ago. But I'm very interested. I've been following you now for a while, and I just know what you're saying to be true. You know what I mean? You just feel it when you feel it. So I was trying to figure out how do I change my status.
Well, you send an email request to @sakataym@gmail.com.
Okay.
That's ATSIK.
Let me write that down. Okay. Say it again.
A is in apple, T is in Tom, S is in Sam, I is in iodine, K is in kite, H is in Harry, A is in apple, T is in Tom, A is in apple, Y is in yes, M as in mighty @gmail.com. Yes.
I got you. And all I do is
Put request.
send a,
Put request to be, to be on the webinar. Put that in the subject.
say it again.
Put request to be on webinar in the subject for the email.
Be in the seminar.
Yeah. Because you want to be white. It's a request because most people will hear it and they just want the advantages. They don't want to live white. And then their whole brain is skewed because their impression of what white is and what the government is saying is different. And I'm like, well, you're not even in line with what the US government is saying. So how can you fault them for the way you're treated?
That's true. That's true.
So there's nothing left to say. Like I said, Byron Allen, he's in the media. He should have known, ought to have known, must have known. His lawyers should have known, ought to have known, must have known that black has no standing at law, and Barack Obama told them the secret. So since that's happened and they've said nothing, that's it. It's a wrap at this point. This means that the boule that Stephen Coakley talked about is alive and well. And these are black people that don't want to leave the plantation.
And I do.
Okay, so send the request in, take the notes, look up all the, all the documents that are there, the links are there, subscribe to my YouTube channel, of course, and share. Where are you calling from, Washington, D.C.?
Yes.
Okay, so definitely do that and go from there. We just had the webinar yesterday, so you just missed it. So we'll see you in 7 days then.
And it's called webinar?
Autochthonous Standing Process. That's in the description box because you obviously got the phone number from it.
I got the phone number from you.
How did you get the phone number from me if we've never spoke before?
No, I mean, you spoke the word. I mean, you said it in the video.
Okay, great.
So
Great. So you're one of the very few that actually called after listening. That's the global challenge. I said, I ain't going to be like Professor Griff. Here, call me at this, here's my number. I said, that's a public number. You call him, it goes to answer machine. He don't call back, him or Malik Shabazz. All white?
all right. I've been looking. I told you I've been watching your videos now for months. And
For months?
for months.
So why you wait? What you waiting for?
Did you say we were slow?
Yes. Black people are slow.
And what you said is true.
Okay.
Even when it comes to me, I'm not excluding myself from being slow in this thing. The thing about it, I've always felt, ever since I was
Naughty. This is cut off at the bottom. There's no place for me to do the notary.
I've always felt
Got to resend that.
right with this whole program, and I was wondering why you can't be heard. You know what I mean? No matter what, no matter
Spot on the bottom.
just walking into a courtroom.
Yeah,
We
resend
can't
it.
be heard, we can't be respected or anything else. So they do whatever the hell they want. But now I'm an older man, and I like to
There is nothing on the bottom. I printed this from the way that you sent it to.
show other people, that, especially like my kids that's in their 30s.
Look what I got.
Right. That's the one okay. hold on. Let's.
younger, I like to start, getting them aware of what's going on, so they can at least have a sense.
Okay, this one's printing right now. And this one's me. Let me print the next one real quick. All right, cool. Sign mine, so sign hers, and we'll email them right back. I was just gonna say, while you're there, I've given my or shared Saul's email with everybody that I come into contact with, even old associates that I'll say that were considered friends back in the days, or I unfriended them because of their religious personalities and like them always trying to beat me over the head with Jesus and stuff like that. One of them, I think, made it to the webinar, and I think his name is JT or Jade or something like that. I'm not sure on it, but he was one of those just religious zealots. And Kyle was telling me that he's on the webinar now, and I was like, oh, that's great. People change, So it's like, oh, hopefully he makes it. Oh, that was both of my own. Maybe it's just, what is it?
That's everybody. So, it's subject to whether is it really slow or are they controlling the traffic, because I find that when I uploaded the open Q&A on Saturday, it seemed to upload fairly fast. So I said, okay, the uploading is fast, it's the downloading, the streaming, they're controlling, they're restricting that movement. So I don't, I'm like, how is it that this could just be up so quickly? So they do that. Okay, so once you sign them, just re-show me on the screen here so I can confirm.
Yes.
Because there has to be a place for me to notarize. If there isn't, I can't do it.
Yes.
Yeah, I can see you already. Yep. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, perfect. Okay, so scan that. Okay, that's C-Shats and yours. That's him. Great.
Yep.
Yeah, this is definitely precedent setting because they're moving. So the attorneys, the judges, all of them, they're moving very slow because they like to keep their little racket going. And for us to do this is like, boom, light years ahead now. Bam.
Done.
But they'll eventually start doing it. And you know whose example they're going to follow. And then act like they came up with the idea.
Right. Like they do everything else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's on its way now.
Okay, great. Let me check.
Did I send it to someone?
Oh, white. Got it.
These are the sections.
All right. So now I'm going to print this and then I'll seal it and then scan it back, and you'll put this on the copies that you have of the attachments and everything that you have on your end. So you can go ahead and scan that. I'm just waiting for this here.
Oh, so was it last night? We're resting our bodies, and it's next thing you know, we hear this. It's the cat. We have Neffy, the black cat, jumps on our altar. Dark cat.
Mm-hmm.
Neffy, our all dark cat, jumps on the altar because we have water, always have offerings of moon water, and knocks over the moon water. Last night, I didn't realize until this morning because I had some documents on it. Anyways, I was just sharing that with you. I was like, Neffy, next jumps off the altar, spills water all on the altar. I'm like, oh, Neffy.
And all over the paperwork
Right.
that was on the altar.
Oh, yeah, that's a sign.
I couldn't get.
Pardon?
I said I couldn't get upset with her. I said, you know what? This you got full range. It's all right.
Yeah, it's a sign. Oh, I gotta download this. Okay, this is not printing now. Okay, so this is our sim, so I just got it. Here it is. I'm gonna notarize it and then show both of you. And I just got C-Chats. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, so C-Chat. So here's yours.
Okay.
And so you can see it's notarized. And this is Sims. All right, so what I'll do is put those on when these get sent back with the Apostille. These will be your originals. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to scan them. Yes. Oh, okay.
Seems like off signing too. I
Yes.
just noticed that. I was like, oh, that's cool.
All right, so I'm going to scan them. They're scanning right now, and then I'll email them to you so you can now take these and put them on your copy. And what I can also, and the apostille which will be the original, that will be only one apostille. And you can scan that when you get it back, but right now you can run with this. So in the meantime, see if you all can find some type of an email that you could send to Elizabeth or some type of department that's connected to Elizabeth, because, or unless you can leave a message for her, but they always say, you know, she gets a lot of mail. So, you know, consider it's not everyone that will probably get picked. That's not the issue. The issue is to communicate with her. So I'm still looking to see what's happening in the UK, because we have an Autochthon in the United Kingdom, which is really Albion, meaning the white, and she is going to let me know what's happening. Now, the email that I sent to the governor of New York with the coronavirus solution has been sent to the mayor of London, and she's going to send it to all the health ministers in the UK. So they now know, okay, great, so this is done. So just give me a second here, and then I'm going to upload this and send it. So the notary's done. I'll do what I can to see if I can get this out tomorrow. And if I can't get it out tomorrow, which is Wednesday, then Thursday, I'll have it out by Thursday and have that sent back to you. All right, I think, let me see here. Yeah, I want to FedEx that back, and then we'll see what happens from there. But either way, the notary is done at this point.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna want this on record, so when I email it to you, it'll be evidence that it was notarized outside of the corporate US on Turtle Island, Northern Turtle Island, misnomer Treaty 6 territory, misnomer Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and this will now be evidence in accord with the UN Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as Pope Francis's apology to Indigenous peoples and his statement where he said, "I encourage the downtrodden to change the world economic order." All right, so I'm just, okay, great. So now I just have to upload it right now. So we want this recorded. So this is international is what's being done here. So international law is going to take priority over the state of California. Okay, I'm just waiting for the box to open up. Yeah, everything's really, they say it's slow, but you know, it's just how it is. Okay, so now, hold on, I have to open up my Explorer. Because I don't know what the number is now. And usually it's supposed to go down to the number when I open it up, but it's not doing that right now. So just hold on a second, bear with me. All right, uploading it now. Okay, so let me go here. I'm just gonna do this an official because I just did a notary last week for Kwamina in where is it? Oh, I'm in the wrong email for that. Okay. Hold on a second. I gotta go to my other email. Okay, so I'm gonna make this an official email. So when you get it, the email will have everything in there, and it'll show and prove that this is an official document. So you got it directly from the Plenipotentiary, Autochthon Chief, Plenipotentiary-Magister-In of the United Kingdom, and the Commonwealth on the planet called Earth. So there'll be no disputing that. Just waiting for the Gmail to open up. Yeah, that's why patience is so important in times like this. Okay, gotta go to sent file, and I'll put that. So this will be an official notice, and you have your, feel free. You can go ahead and publish it. I'm just waiting for the email to come up now. Really slow. Boy, it's really slow. They know it's about to happen here.
Oh, yes, they do. No, I put that on the camera. Put it down. Put it up. They knew.
Resume. Okay, great. I'll have it ready to go. And when I get the link for the recording in the cloud, I will forward that to you all, and then you can download that. So that'll be ready later tonight. Oh, what's going on? Oh, I don't have, okay, because I'm going from a different email. Okay, so hold on a second, Sisha. I have to get your, there we go. Okay, so I'll have this ready to go. So this will be video notary, and it will have the okay, great. So this will be ready to go. So it's done. As soon as I get the link, I'll put it in the email and I'll forward it to you. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'd much rather do it that way. Actually, you know what? I do need to send that off. Okay, so I can put the video notary here. I'll send two. So this will be, so we'll have it on record. So I've sent it back to you. The address was not recognized. Which one? Oh, see, and it's a good thing I did that. C-shots wasn't in here. This thing is just really, yes, I was trying to cut your email, put it in the other email, and ended up not putting it. So it's a good thing I didn't press OK. Okay, video notary. Okay, and then I'll put video. Okay, so you all have it now. So just please confirm. So you can print that cover sheet off, put it on your copy that you have already and scan it. You can upload it and publish it. So it's notarized. That's done. The apostille, like I said, I can work on that later this shadow hour.
Is that the same email you have? Okay, here we go. Okay, yes. Got it, got it.
Yes, we've received it.
We received. Nah, my computer's just acting up too.
Don't feel bad about it.
All right. So okay, I can print. All right, got it.
Okay, so you have it.
Got it. Perfect. Yes.
All right, so you can go ahead and put that together and start publishing it. That's not a problem. And
yes.
then I'll get the apostille done and put that and scan the pages of the apostille, and I can email that to you. I can only do you know, a few pages of it because it'll only do 15. So that's fine. I'll do that and then scan. I'll just do the cover page of the apostille, and then you'll have these. So you'll have the apostille cover page and that, and then you can put that together and have a copy of your apostille document until I send you the originals back to you. Okay?
Maku, is
Yes.
yes, overstood. And then next question was, Don't laugh, because then I lose my train of. No, the Apostille is the document with the gold label
That's
on
a
it.
bull. It's called a bull ring.
With the bull ring on it.
Yeah, once I put the bull ring in there, that's it. You'll have to use a clip to keep the whole package together because the bull ring can only do up to about 14 or 15 pages.
Overstood.
Clear?
Clear.
All right, so again, this is an official recording. This is official evidence in accord with the international law as well as the UN Convention on Economic, Social, and Cultural Rights and the United States Federal Rules of Evidence. So this is correct. Once this link is confirmed, I'll send you the cloud. You can download the cloud and you can do as you want with it, publish it, show everybody, email it, everything. All right, much appreciated. Happy Good-Door. White power, white power, white power.
Tauwer.